Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold episode, with the newest pack being announced as the Radiant Typhoon and Doom Z pack. We get another new top tier archetype, that being the Radiant Typhoon, and I'm going to real quick show you what you need to look out for with Radiant Typhoon, and generally speaking, how it works. First and foremost, the archetype is centered around Mystical Space Typhoon, utilizing all of the quick plays to either search out Mystical Space Typhoon or search out or draw or something of that nature for the archetype. Typhoon Chance searches out a level 4 or lower. The Ascendant special summons a level 6 or lower, and Vision draws to and then discards a Radiant Typhoon. All of these in tandem also have the ability to search out Radiant or Mystical Space Typhoon, giving you the ability to search out this card very easily, right? On top of that, we have Mandate, which gives you the ability to negate if you activate a MST. So you can activate MST and then negate an opponent's card. And it is a face-up card, so you just chain it and then negate the effect. Pretty powerful. Generally, the deck centers around utilizing these two cards in tandem to actually negate interaction. How do we do this? Well, Eldam searches out monsters, Swen searches out spell traps, and Crocia searches out MST and a card. If you activate a quick play, it special summons itself. These two, as well as the other level 3, all of the low levels, have the ability to special summon themselves if there are no spell traps the opponent controls, or if you have MST in the grave. The high level monsters can special summon themselves if you have MST in the grave, or if you activate a quick play, meaning that all of them basically have the ability to very easily put themselves onto the field. With that being said, Meghala special summons from the deck a high-level monster. Vibrant Vortex is a monster negate. Great Flame is a shuffle into the deck. You shuffle 2 of your opponent's cards into the deck, and that is generally where the disruption comes from. Now, on top of that, the reason we're only playing the one Mandate is because we can activate it from the deck by utilizing Marine, or Varurune, the Marine Eidolon, which just says if you activate a quick play, you can then place a Radiant Typhoon. Notably, this includes something of the nature of Mystical Space Typhoon, which is pretty solid. And then on top of that, on Link Summon, it adds an MST. So there you go. So I'm going to real quickly showcase what the deck does and just give you a general rundown of how that works. Okay, so real quick, I'm just going to show you what Swen does. This technically is the general combo. It's a little bit different dependent on what you draw specifically, but for the most part, it is technically a 1-card combo, and you can also do this with the quick play. So we're going to start off here, and we're going to add to our hand the quick play that searches out a level 4 or lower, and then we're going to activate it immediately, allowing us to grab to our hand the other one of the level 3s, that being Eldam. Eldam then has the ability to special summon itself. I'm not going to special summon these guys, just act as if they're not there. This then allows us to grab Crocia. Now, because these two were special summoned, we can actually just normal summon Crocia. Obviously, if we have a quick play that we'd rather activate, that would be the way to do it. But we can also do it this way, where we grab up our Reborn from grave, as well as the MST. Now, from here, we get to go into the Link 2, shuffling away those two, linking away those two, and then activate the effect to grab another Mystical Space Typhoon. From here, we can activate the effect of our other MST searcher, basically. And then we also get to chain Mystical Space Typhoon in order to pop the previously activated card. We're going to search out that MST, and then we are going to trigger the Link 2 in order to place the Radiant Typhoon the Radiant Typhoon trap face up, and then activate the spell in grave to reset itself. So we're going to reset the spell, we are then going to activate the trap, and then we have the 2 MSTs in hand that we searched off of our other effects. So now we have the 2 negates of the MSTs alongside the Mandate, and then we also have the Reborn to get us 2 additional cards off of the special summon of the Crocia. So all in all, pretty solid. We could also special summon something like an Eldam to search out an additional guy, like for example a Phoenix, Or we could search out the Vibrant Vortex, which then would allow us to special summon those guys and get the additional points of interaction there. So pretty solid, all things considered. That's generally what the deck aims to do. All right, now I wanted to showcase real quick what this deck can do as an optimized combo, or more specifically, with that higher end in mind. So first and foremost, we're going to start off here in the draw phase with Chant. We're going to add it to our hand. We are actually going to add it to our hand. I believe generally speaking, you would add the Eldam here. So we're going to add Eldam, and because we have the Crocia already in hand, we are going to activate it because we activated a quick play. This then allows us to search out 2 additional guys, which we are going to search out the this one and an MST. Fantastic. Now, this does require us to also have access to our other quick play here. So first and foremost, we're then going to special summon the Eldam. Eldam is going to search out the Swen, and then we can special summon the Swen from this position as well. Activate the effect of the Swen. We're going to search out another quick play. We're going to search out that same quick play, basically doing the exact same thing that we did previously. The only difference is that now instead of having to go into Crocia and special summon it, we can then activate this effect in order to search out that MST. Now, from here, we still get to special summon out our guy here, and now we're going to activate our effect to draw 2. We're going to draw 2, and we're going to discard a card. Notably, it has to be either a quick play, I believe, or a Radiant Typhoon. Yeah, so any of those, just pitch them to the grave, which then allows us to special summon from the deck, and we get to special summon out our Monster Negate. So now we have our Monster Negate in tandem with all of our other effects, which is very nice. Then we get to do the standard thing that we've been doing this entire time. We're going to special summon or add an MST. So we're going to add an MST. We're going to also chain the MST. We're going to pop the back row, bada bing, bada boom, add back that MST. We're going to then chain the effect of our Link 2, or activate the effect of our Link 2 to set the back row. Then we also get to set this one as well. Then you could obviously use these guys to go into something else if you wanted to, but that's generally what you would do if you already had the other effects there, right? I'm pretty certain you could also do a more, obviously, right? Because, you know, I have more quick plays. I could normal summon here. There's a lot more that you could go into off of that. I believe there's also a way to get the Great Phoenix onto the field. So there's that. For the most part, this is just an additional thing that you can do. You put this guy onto the field, and it doesn't really change too much with the combo, but it does require you to basically already have Crocia, so that's kind of the advantage there. So overall, that's how that deck works. Okay, hopefully this gave you a quick idea as to how Radiant Typhoon functions. It is a pretty simple deck in terms of complexity, right? It's not exactly something that requires a ton of complicated combos. It's similar in nature to the way that Draco Tail currently works, where its end board is pretty simple. It's not difficult to get to, and its combo line is pretty simple as well. It's just the fact that it does that so consistently, and it sets up its own recursion very effectively, which is very nice. So all in all, this is the next deck to look out for. It is very powerful, and giving access to MST is also pretty solid. So all in all, look forward to this deck. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy. If you did, a like is very much so appreciated, and remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye.